The Googlebook is finally getting a launch date. After Google first introduced its plans for this new generation of laptops back in May, we're now just weeks away from seeing the first devices in action. According to Chrome Unboxed, Google is preparing a preview event in New York City on September 15, where the company is expected to formally introduce the new Googlebook lineup and give the press its first proper hands-on look at the hardware. Google hasn't publicly announced the event yet, but Chrome Unboxed says it received an invitation, so this appears to be a press-focused event rather than a traditional live-streamed launch. Google introduced the concept back in May as a new laptop platform designed to bring Android and ChromeOS together into a more capable laptop-first operating system. The idea is to move beyond the traditional Chromebook experience and create machines that are more powerful, more deeply integrated with Android, and built around AI from the ground up. We've already had a few early glimpses of the hardware through Google's partner manufacturers, including Lenovo and Asus, but the September preview should take things much further. Google is reportedly going to have several partner devices available for journalists to use, and this is the part I'm most interested in. Instead of just showing slides and talking about specifications, journalists are expected to be able to photograph, film, and benchmark the laptops themselves. That means we could finally get real-world numbers for performance, battery life, and efficiency, which should tell us much more about where Googlebook actually sits in the laptop market. Google is also expected to use the event to go over the software platform itself and some of the features we've already heard about. One of the more interesting ones is the Magic Pointer, which allows Gemini to interact with things directly on your screen. Googlebooks will also be able to run Android phone apps natively while making it easier to move files and data between your other devices. And then there's the return of the Glowbar, an iconic feature that Google appears to be bringing back for this new generation of laptops. As for the hardware partners, Google hasn't confirmed exactly which machines will be shown, but Acer, Asus, Dell, HP, and Lenovo are all expected to be involved in the Googlebook ecosystem, so we could be looking at a fairly broad launch rather than a single Google-made laptop. The one major piece of the puzzle we're still missing is pricing. Googlebook isn't expected to compete with those inexpensive $300 Snapdragon C-powered laptops, but at the same time, it doesn't look like Google is trying to turn the entire lineup into a multi-thousand-dollar premium category either. Some models will use Intel's upcoming Wildcat Lake processors, which should put them in a much more capable class than the traditional budget Chromebook market. Google's website still lists an autumn 2026 release window, so a September unveiling followed by an October release would make perfect sense, especially with the holiday shopping season approaching. So September 15 should finally give us the answers we've been waiting for. Google already told us what it wants Googlebook to become back in May. Now we're about to see the actual laptops, test how they perform, and find out whether this new Android-based platform can really deliver on what Google has been promising. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.